Rise and shine, Rwanda. It's Monday, the 5th of October. Good morning. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning, and you're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Regis Isheja.
And me, Fidelis Karangwa.
And over the next hour, we'll bring you all the latest news, sports, and business headlines from here in Rwanda and around the world. Now, Fidelis, what do we have today?
Well, it's Monday. We're going to talk about new initiatives that are going to light up Kigali, light up Rwanda, electricity for everyone. You know, that's the place to be going on. And of course, it's Motivation Monday, so good stuff, nutrition ideas from an expert nutritionist in Kigali. So really good stuff for people to get you through the week.
And I know this will sound like gibberish to you, but England came out crashing out of its own World Cup, Rugby World Cup at Twickenham.
Gibberish.
And Barcelona has lost once again, which is great news for me.
Gibberish.
I'm a Real Madrid fan.
Gibberish. Well, you try.
All right. Well, all that and more still to come, but first, Rise and Shine, story of the day. As more than 4,000 Rwandans living abroad and from Rwanda marked the 7th edition of Rwanda Day this weekend in Amsterdam, Netherlands, the guest of honor, His Excellency President Paul Kagame, highlighted the significance of Rwandans having the ability and resources to take care of themselves without depending on aid. The gathering was once again a true success as patriotism was on full display. Take a look. Listing internationally ranked achievements, including the reduction of maternal and child mortality, the gender parity in both the public and private sector, and the achievement of food security for the first time in the history of Rwanda, His Excellency President Paul Kagame said that critics may argue about how far the Rwandan nation has come in the last 21 years, but facts continue to show that the truth cannot be hidden.
Guteye imbere mu bihugu biri imbere ku isi hose. Igihugu giteye imbere, igihugu gifite ikoranabuhanga, ni igihugu gifite amikoro, igihugu gifite abagituye bageze, buri muturage wese ageze ku rwego ruhanitse. Icyo bivuze rero ni ukuvuga ngo ntabwo gutera imbere, ntabwo amajyambere agendera ku kuntu igihugu kingana, ntabwo bigendera ku gihugu kingana.
Urging Rwandans to take responsibilities for defining their own future and shaping the life they deserve, President Kagame pointed to a lack of self-reliance as the root cause that has led Africa to lag behind other nations.
Mu myumvire, mu bushake, no mu mikorere. Ndibwira rero ko u Rwanda muri ibyo byose mu majyambere tuvuga twifuza ni ukubaka ibyo ngibyo, ukubaka ubushake, ukubaka imikorere, ni ukubaka imbaraga zatuma tugeraho hose.
The 7th edition of Rwanda Day brought together over 4,000 Rwandans and friends of Rwanda from across the globe. Prior to the president's address, the gathering hosted a panel on bridging generations, which included the Minister of Youth and ICT, the Honorable Jean-Philbert Nsengimana, Member of Parliament Edouard Bamporiki, along with members of the Rwandan diaspora from different parts of Europe, discussing the collective role that Rwandans living abroad and back home must play in order to ensure sustainable development. Young, old, Rwandans and friends of Rwanda, they all came to soak in the patriotism that was on full display. See you in 2016. Regisi Sheja, Rise and Shine Rwanda.
Shaping our future.
And joining me in studio now is Dave Muyango, CEO of Muyango and Emma Creations. So when you're saying you've never been to Rwanda Day, and you're an example of what the president is talking about. You were one of the members of the diaspora who moved back home and who didn't wait to get a job. You kickstarted your own thing, right? You have your own company. What made you want to make the move back home? What made you want to come back and contribute to this great thing that's happening here in the country?
Well, primarily because Rwanda is a country of opportunities. Within Rwanda, you can do anything. Regardless of who you are. I mean, it's a place with democracy. It's a place where you can showcase your abilities and ideas. And I just believe that me working in here in my own country gives me the pride to do whatever I want to do, like artistry, you know. So I just look at it as an opportunity for me, because it's a virgin land for me, to showcase my talents, my ideas and abilities.
Now, Dave, for how long did you live outside of the country?
Not really long, because I did my high school and university here.
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't really long, except for travels.
For travels. Now, when you're here and you're actually seeing how the country is booming, how the economy is moving forward, and everybody's loading it, what do you feel we haven't gotten to yet? Because you're an entrepreneur. Now, we were talking about on different panels not too long ago about how, we need to instill more entrepreneurship in our youth, in young Rwandans, to understand that, there's a country with a lot of opportunities. What made you want to become an entrepreneur to begin with? Is it that you were applying and you weren't getting a job? What happened? What pushed you to want to become an entrepreneur?
Not really that. I just realized that when you work for yourself, you get the idea to grow bigger.
Right.
Okay, so I just realized that as a young entrepreneur, you get to think bigger than any other person that is thinking for you. Okay, so you get to work and you get to delegate some other young people just like below you. You see, and I mean, I'd say. I'd rather be an entrepreneur than being employed, because with that you develop your skills even more and more by the day.
No, that's a great spirit. Now, when we're talking about Rwanda Day, we're talking about so many different Rwandans who, together, whether living abroad or whether living in Rwanda, want to meet in a certain place, in a certain city, and actually communicate, their love for Rwanda, their patriotism, and mostly, exchange, business ideas, network, and the likes. Now, what do you do? You're CEO of a company, but what do you do? For the public that hasn't gotten to hear about you, tell us about, what your niche is, basically.
Basically, I have my own brand. Okay, I have my own brand.
I like how you're showing it too.
Exactly, so I got it because I'm wearing my T-shirt and you can see it.
Right.
And it showcases the pride of Rwandans and those people that live abroad, like the diaspora, and any other person that is away from their country. Most of them, basically, the whole idea was to show the pride and the love for the country,
the belonging.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the same thing. That's the idea that I had, and so I came up with this kind of thing. So it was just an idea that I brought to life.
Now, when you're talking about you brought the idea to life, the first thing that comes to my mind, because when I was watching the question and answers, section after the president's speech at Rwanda Day 2 days ago, so many people were asking, well, we want to come and start our own companies in Rwanda, but we're having this and this problem being able to start our own companies. Do you have your own printing company? How does it work? How do you get your product?
No, at the moment I don't, because I'm just starting. We do print them from Dar es Salaam, Dubai, and maybe Uganda. And I'm just looking forward, little by little, things are going to work out my way. But at the moment, I don't have my own printing company. Yeah, so I just do it away from my country. By the end of the day, it serves my country.
All right. Now, we have other places here in Kigali. You've heard of Kalaos, probably, Kigali Print. I mean, there's a lot of companies here that are basically in the same sector. Now, do you think that linking up with them and, joining forces will give you more strength to be able to actually, have your own, printing company here? Or do you still favor going to Dubai, going to Dar es Salaam, going to Kampala to get your product?
No, at the moment, I was just working with those people right there, but I'm still looking forward to working with these other companies in here because it becomes more efficient for me and a little bit cheaper and quite fast.
All right, now,
Yeah, so-
when we're talking about Rwanda Day, the next one in 2016, we don't know yet what city will be on. But for those who are watching you right now and are asking themselves, when are we going to get to actually see his designs, his imprints, his products? I mean, I know what it is, but not that many people know what it is. What would you consider actually going to Rwanda Day and have, when everybody's showcasing their things, showcase your own things?
Oh yeah, sure. It will be an honor for me actually, because I'm looking forward to that. And that aside, we're also hosting a website real soon for those people abroad to get to see our products and whatever we're doing. So. So it's going to be it would be an opportunity for me because I'm actually thinking about it. I'm supposed to be in the next Rwanda Day.
Now, you're selling an image, and social media is the big thing right now. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Twitter? Is your company on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, showcasing, being in people's faces so that they know what you're doing?
Oh, yeah, at the moment we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, and I'm looking forward to getting onto Instagram and Twitter.
Okay, now, the market here in Rwanda, how hard has it been to start a company? I mean, you're saying about how you go to Dubai, you go to Dar es Salaam, you go to Kampala to get your product, but here, locally, is it tough finding a place where you sell your product, or do you have to go door to door to showcase what you have? How does it work?
At the moment, I have a place like right opposite the airport, where exactly in Kanombe,
right,
where we have a stock. But then we can even make delivery. We do have deliveries as well. Yeah, so it all depends on who wants it and where they are.
All right, now I'm hearing through the grapevines, I mean, I have voices that talk to me that you may possibly have brought something for someone. I'm not yet sure though.
Oh yeah, sure. I got you a t-shirt.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like it. It has swag. It is
I like the colors too. It's the colors of our flag.
Yeah, exactly. The colors of the flag.
This is great.
An unfinished sleeve. Yeah.
Nice.
Just right on for young men like you.
So you rock this on a Saturday. You're chilling with your friends and
Oh yeah,
everything.
different because we have different. We have variety like
And I
different
like
stuff.
how you can
A
stretch
little
it.
bit, viscose in it.
This is good.
Yeah.
So you can fit anyone, basically.
Yeah, definitely any size.
Well,
okay.
sir.
Yes, we have different sizes and different styles. This is
This is
a long sleeve,
sleeves one, right?
short sleeve.
Short sleeves, yes.
Yeah, and we are looking forward to even making those with collars and with diplomats and big people, like different walks of life.
Well, Dave Muyango, it's a pleasure having you on the show. I hope we get to interview more young, up-and-coming entrepreneurs because this is great for the country. It's great for the movement. It's great that it's actually happening on the heels of Rwanda Day because this is it's showing that we're not just, talking the talk, we're walking the walk. So
exactly.
We love this. So for everyone at home, this is what it looks like. I suggest you get yourself
and
one. I got myself one.
Oh yeah, and I'd want to ask people out there like the diaspora, people out here like in Rwanda, please buy my product, buy my brand, be proud of your country. It's one of the best gifts ever you can ever get. Wow. I mean, it's very nice. It showcases who you are and
absolutely.
You don't have to talk about yourself.
Absolutely.
They'll just have
the
look
shirt
at this
speaks
shirt
for yourself.
Exactly.
I like this. Well, Dave
right.
Muyango, it's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so
Come
much.
back anytime.
Thank you, Shibu.
All right. Well, you're watching Rise and Shine Rwanda. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break.
Here is to traveling and saving. Starting 1st of April to the 1st of June, travel with Rwanda and take advantage of our reduced fares and enjoy our world-class services in great comfort and safety.
Fly our dream to the heart of Africa.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Rwanda. Time now for your business news. Fidelis Karangwa has the details.
Business stories making headlines today. Mobisol Rwanda Energy Development Corporation Limited and the European Union have entered a new partnership that will see 49,000 households and 1,000 schools get solar energy. The 4-year program is being implemented by Mobisol in cooperation with the Energy Development Corporation Limited, a subsidiary of the Rwanda Energy Group, and will see beneficiaries acquire subsidized solar systems with the option of paying for the equipment in installments for a period of over 36 months. The move will significantly boost the ongoing rural electrification program and increase access to affordable power. Kenyan-based farm Simon Flowers is set to boost the horticulture sector in Rwanda. Officials from the National Agricultural Export Board say 10 hectares of land have already been identified in Odindo district, which the investors will lease for 5 years. So far, the flower sector was projected to bring in about $220 million by 2017, according to NAIEP's Rwanda Floriculture Development Report of 2013. Thus, the entry of another investor is a big boost to the country's export industry as the government tries to find ways of reducing trade deficits. The project is expected to start producing summer flowers for the export markets by January next year. And the Rwanda Agriculture Board has put in place new measures to control the banana Sanctamones wilt, which has affected several districts in the country. Under the committee mobilization campaign, officials have traveled through villages in Rwamagana, Kayonza, Gatsibo districts, targeting farmers that are most affected by the disease, where they say the disease outbreak was due to negligence by the local leaders and farmers. The disease, locally known as Chirabirania, has spread through several parts of the country, prompting agriculture officials to move to contain it before it hurts food security. Officials also urge residents to be vigilant, identify and report the infected banana plants, adding that more research is required to understand the disease, which has caused anxiety among farmers. Your up-to-date today's business headlines. Sports news come up next in just a minute with Hashisi Sheja.
Here is to traveling and saving. Starting 1st of April to the 1st of June, travel with Rwanda and take advantage of our reduced fares and enjoy our world-class services in great comfort and safety.
Fly our dream to the heart of Africa.
Welcome back to Rise and Shine Rwanda. Time now for your sports news. I'm Regis Isheja. Starting with cycling, Rwanda's national cycling team recorded yet another milestone on the continent, finishing top at the just concluded Tour de Côte d'Ivoire. The 22nd edition of the 541 kilometers Tour Côte d'Ivoire, which comprises of 6 stages, was held from September 27 to this past Friday. The competition attracted a total of 56 riders from 10 countries. Coached by Félix Sempoma, Team Rwanda finished ahead of Morocco and Pays de la Loire of France. Algeria finished 6th, while host Ivory Coast settled for 7th position. In individual classification, All Africa Games gold medalist Hadi used 13 hours and 44 minutes to finish second behind Morocco's Mouhissine Laissani, while compatriot Abdelafi Sadoun finished third, trailing Hadi by 24 seconds. On to European football. Barcelona lost their first Primera Division match since Lionel Messi's injury as they slipped to a 2-1 defeat to Sevilla in a riveting game at the Sanchez Pizjuan. Michael Crondelli gave the hosts the lead after 52 minutes, and Vicente Iborra increased the advantage 6 minutes later, capitalizing on awful defending from the Catalans. Neymar pulled one back for Luis Enrique's side, but despite dominating the later stages and hitting the woodwork 3 times over the course of the game, the champions could not find an equalizer and fell to a second straightaway defeat. Barcelona were ravaged by injuries going into this game, with Messi, Andres Iniesta, Rafinha, Thomas Vermaelen and Adriano all out, but Sevilla had a total of 7 players missing, even though their manager, Unai Emery, remarked on the eve of the match that it was the perfect time to face Barcelona. On to the Rugby World Cup. Despite years of planning, millions of pounds spent, and more than 2 million tickets sold, England have crashed out of their own Rugby World Cup after 3 matches. To make matters worse, it was their old enemy, Australia, that administered the fatal blow, winning 33-13 at a stunned Twickenham to make Stuart Lancaster's side the first host ever to exit at the pool stages. As Matt Gito divided over in the corner to give the score an embarrassing hue in the final minute, the majority of the 81,000 present began to file out in silence. An England team traumatized by their narrow defeat to Wales a week earlier when they left a 10-point lead slip were soundly beaten. Their opponents were assured in attack, resolute in defense, and, contrary to England's hopes, intensely motivated to send the hosts packing. In 2003, Johnny Wilkinson drop-kicked his side to a famous last-ditch victory in Australia against the hosts in the final. 12 years later, Michael Cheka's side had their revenge. All right, you're up to date with today's sports news. Stay tuned. News are up next.
Let's take a look now at news-making headlines here in Rwanda and around the world.
The World Economic Forum's 2015-2016 Global Competitiveness Report, published this week, ranked Rwanda 58 out of 140 economies, third on the continent and first in East Africa, with the authors of the study noting the country made gains in 7 out of 12 pillars measured. Rwanda's new ranking reflects a sustained back-to-back improvement from 66 in 2013 to 62nd in 2014 and 58 this year. But these gains come at a time when, according to the report, the global economy is still limping even after 7 years since the 2008 economic crisis. It's noted that enhancing competitiveness, understood as higher productivity, is a key driver of growth and resilience. Rwanda was cited among countries where economies improved significantly, giving new hope for stronger and sustained growth. In Africa, Rwanda has maintained its position among the 5 top most competitive economies, ranked third behind Mauritius and South Africa, while leading the pack in East Africa.
Kigali City Council, together with the Gasabo District, have begun observing Patriotism Month. The event, whose launch coincided with October 1st, an important date in the country's history when the liberation struggle was launched, was held at DS Kagugu Catholic in Gisozi, under the theme Patriotism is well entrenched in Rwanda's culture. The event was characterized by traditional dance and plays by various troops, displaying and teaching Rwandan traditional values. During this month, several activities will be carried out, including planting trees, holding discussions on patriotism, creating awareness among the young generation, and helping the vulnerable population.
And in international news, a series of explosions on the outskirts of the Nigerian capital, Abuja, have killed at least 18 people. The first two struck Okuje Township, one by a suicide bomber near a police station, the other a bomb at a market. Another bomb exploded at a bus stop in Nyanya. No group has said it carried out the attacks yet, but suspicion has fallen on Boko Haram Islamists who targeted Nyanya last year. The militants, who are fighting to carve out an Islamic state, have mostly focused their campaign on the northeast Nigeria. Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari, who came to power vowing to eradicate Boko Haram, condemned the attack. Some 17,000 people are said to have been killed since Boko Haram began its insurgency in 2009.
And Russia has pledged to intensify its air strikes against Islamic State targets in Syria, saying the bombing was significantly weakening the militants. In Britain, Prime Minister David Cameron accused Moscow of not discriminating between IS and the legitimate Syrian opposition group. He said Russia's strikes were supporting its ally. The West says Russia is also hitting non-IS rebels. Moscow denies the claims. There have been reports that the number of Syrian civilians have been killed in the Russian airstrikes, which began on September 30th. U.S. President Barack Obama said the Russian bombing was driving moderate opposition underground and only strengthening IS. The airstrikes in Syria are Russia's first militant engagement outside the borders of the former Soviet Union since the end of the Cold War. Okay, lots more still to come. We'll be back with lifestyle. We'll be right back.
Here is to traveling and saving. Starting 1st of April to the 1st of June, travel with Rwanda and take advantage of our reduced fares and enjoy our world-class services in great comfort and safety.
Fly our dream to the heart of Africa.
Now, here in Rise and Shine Wonder, we understand that eating right, working out, and staying healthy is not exactly a walk in the park, which is why we attended a nutrition class that took place just this past week, and we hope that this will help you to make healthier food options throughout this week. Take a look.
Welcome to another edition of Motivation Mondays. I'm here with Molly Parker, who is the owner of Turambe Nutrition, and she is a dietitian from the United States. We just finished an awesome seminar she did at Waka Fitness, where she taught some of our members about how you eat correctly and some myths about nutrition, and even did a little bit of a cooking seminar for us. Molly, could you tell us a few things that you thought were really important that you shared with our members today that maybe would be helpful to the viewers?
Definitely. So basically today we just kind of covered the basics of nutrition. And the main two things that we talked about limiting some things that were not so good for us, and we talked about incorporating some other things that are really good for us. So we talked a lot about limiting things that we don't really get good nutrition from. So things like, your typical cakes, sweets, sodas. We talked a lot about trying to incorporate whole grains and lots of fruits and vegetables into the diet. Okay. Afterwards, we did the cooking class, and we learned how to make quick, easy breakfasts that can really be on the go. Mm-hmm. Just to really start your day off well so that you make good choices for the rest of the day.
So if I'm at home and I'm interested in maybe having a consultation for you, how do I get in contact with you, and what exactly is involved when we meet? Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, so I have a website. It's www.turambe.com. It's the Kinyarwanda word, which means to live a long life. So turambe.com, you can find my information, and you can find my email and my phone number there to contact me. And basically what a session would involve would be me getting to know you, getting to know what are your goals, what's hindering you from reaching your goals, and to help you really make a concrete plan to get there. And also just providing you support, whether it's meal plans, whether it's checking up on you, whether it's helping you keep food logs, that kind of support, just again to help you reach your goals.
Okay. Great. That sounds really great. Thank you so much, Molly. Appreciate you coming into Waka. This is another Motivation Monday, and we'll see you next week.
All right, Fifi. So when we're talking about nutrition, in this case, was it helpful for you? Do you feel like now you know where to go if you need things that are going to be even greater for your body?
Well, I think it's a good thing that we now have classes like this going on, especially in Rwanda.
Right.
It was normally really difficult to find. Even when you did, you'd have to go see a doctor or something like that. And basically finding an expert nutritionist was not exactly the easiest thing. So it's a good thing that we have classes like this in Rwanda, so no more excuses, Regis. And you get to learn a lot by attending these classes. I mean, some people think it's a complete waste of time and money, but I would say no, because honestly, everyone is in a move to try and live a healthier life, and classes like this really help you to make wiser options when selecting your food, knowing what's right for your body, and which is why it is important that we have them here in Rwanda at the moment.
All right, now what do you feel like you didn't know was right for you that you found out while talking to Janice this time around?
Well, I have this thing where in my head I always think maybe protein is not good or whatever, because I'm thinking I'm going to gain weight, but I go by attending classes like this, I'm reminded that everything is important. What you need to do is moderation. Moderation is what you need to remember all the time. Because you might say, I only eat veggies, but you can't survive off veggies only. Right. So classes like this really help you to just understand moderation and how you need to make sure that you're actually eating a balanced diet, making sure that you're eating enough protein, enough carbohydrates. They're not saying no to rice completely. No, you have to have your rice every once in a while. They're just saying whenever you have it, moderation, you know. So that's why attending a class like this really helps you to just remember that you don't need to starve yourself for you to be healthy. You just need to remember moderation and making the right options.
Now, has this helped you? When I say that, I'm saying, do you really follow this? Because I love my food, so it's tough to
I love my food too,
plan my habits and all that.
Yes.
So how tough it is to actually abide by it.
For me, when you attend a class like this, honestly, I feel like it gives like a reality check. I mean, at some point, if you're not a serious person like me when it comes to eating healthy, I mean, I like to think that I am, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks down the road, I'll see a pizza and be like, come here, I need to eat it. Yeah, exactly. But when you attend classes like this, it's more of like a reality check, a wake up call, and I feel like when you attend once a month or something like that, it gives you the push that you need to, at the the reminder that you need every once in a while. So that's why I feel like for me this works actually. When you attend a class like this, when you actually, and the other thing is you get to meet other people who are going through the same thing that you're going through too. I mean, you're not the only one who's thinking, I want that pizza so badly. There's so many people who are feeling the exact same thing. So when you meet other people, understand their struggle, you exchange ideas on how they overcome the temptations for food, for certain things, and have been able to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's really good to interact with the people, learn the experiences, see how you can use the experience to your benefit, and you get to learn so much.
That was a great report.
Thank you, Regis.
Well, don't forget, we love to hear your thoughts, comments, and feedback on what we're talking about here on Rise and Shine Rwanda. Tweet us at Rise and Shine RW. Like us on Facebook and send us your ideas for programs. Check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda YouTube page where you can catch all the shows and the reports we do daily. Find us on Instagram, Rise and Shine RW. We'd love to see your pictures. Or check out our Rise and Shine Rwanda website. That's www.riseandshine.rw. Well, you've been watching Rise and Shine Rwanda with me, Regis Isheja.
And me, Fidelis Karen, will be back here same time, same place tomorrow, so do join us then. But for now, from the both of us and the rest of the Rise and Shine Rwanda team, have a very good day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.